Good evening. You're watching Bermuda Tonight. It's Tuesday, January 31st. I'm Diane Brewer, and thank you for joining us. Police disclosed today that a firearm was seized at the scene of a fatal accident at the weekend. There is no direct link, however, between the discovery of the weapon and the crash, and they are being investigated separately. A 40-year-old man died after the accident, which happened close to midnight on Sunday near the Henry VIII restaurant in Southampton. Officers from the Roads Policing Unit are probing the fatal collision, while detectives from the Serious Crimes Unit are looking into the discovery of the firearm. Anyone with information should contact the Senior Investigating Officer, Acting Detective Sergeant Anika Donawa on 717-2250. That number again, 717-2250. Or you can call the Anonymous Crime Stoppers hotline on 800-8477. Well, government wants your input on how to increase the working population and have launched an online forum. The OBA has responded with some derision, pointing to its own attempt at immigration reform, which the PLP fought against. Gary Foster Skelton paints a picture of how our population has aged and shrunk during the 21st century.
Bermuda's population has become smaller and older. Government's plan to address this is not yet clear, but they want your input. Over the next month, the public is invited to contribute ideas to address the challenges of an ageing population. Following last September's position paper on the issue, government today said it is creating a strategic policy paper on expanding the working population. To garner public input, a consultation has been launched on the Bermuda Citizens Forum. It will run until March 1st. Issues to be addressed include immigration, emigration, new business development, sustainable growth, and the expansion of current and future job sectors.
Bermuda has seen the overall population fall steadily since the 2008 financial crisis. Prior to that, our international business and insurance sector had boomed for about a decade. Hundreds of jobs had been created. Workers and their families moved to the island, contributing to the economy with their taxes, shopping and rent. But then the financial crisis hit, initially in the US. Companies started cutting jobs, and our own IB sector contracted by around 1,000 jobs over the next 5 years. And it's not just the job holders who left, but also their spouses and children. We see an age shift between the 2010 and 2016 census reports. 14% of residents were aged 65 or older in 2010, but that jumped to 17% by 2016. Meanwhile, Bermuda's baby boomers are reaching their golden years, and there are proportionately fewer births. In 2018, the Department of Statistics projected that a quarter of the population will be 65 or older by 2026. Remember, these projections were made pre-pandemic.
According to the Ministry of Economy and Labour's recent position paper on our ageing population, there were more than 40,000 jobs filled in 2008. By 2020, exacerbated by pandemic job losses, total filled jobs had fallen by a fifth to around 32,400. Minister of Economy and Labour Jason Hayward warned that if we don't grow our working population, the tax burden on those remaining will increase.
What you will find is our senior workers aging out of the workforce and unable to be replaced. Our tax rates per person will increase to support those persons who have left the workforce.
Fewer working people also means fewer people paying into the healthcare pool.
We need more persons to support our seniors population who will require more healthcare services and social services as they age.
Today, Minister Hayward called for the public to help tackle the challenges ahead. He said, quote, "The actions we take now will shape the future. I urge everyone to contribute their thoughts and work together to solve this critical challenge facing the future of Bermuda." End quote. OBA Deputy Leader Jarian Richardson responded to today's announcement with some derision, referencing his party's push for immigration reform in 2016. He said, quote, "I look forward to the government's alternative to pathways to status to address the demographics problem which continues to impoverish Bermudians. The OBA, like the public, is exhausted with the frequent half steps this government takes instead of comprehensive immigration reform." End quote. The public consultation to address the challenge of an ageing population in Bermuda is live at forum.gov.bm. You can have your say from now until March the 1st. Gary Foster-Skelton for Bermuda Broadcasting News.
A new air carrier has begun actively recruiting staff to service short-haul flights to the island with Bermuda Air. The advertisement on a recruitment page seeking staff to work for a year at the Bermuda-based airline reads, "Our customer is looking for experienced senior cabin crew members to operate a two-crew short-haul aircraft who are passionate about first-class service. A competitive salary and accommodation will be provided." The ad says the Bermuda Civil Aviation Authority confirmed that the company has submitted an application for an air operator certificate. The authority will only grant a certificate to an operator that has its principal place of business in Bermuda and has met safety regulations. Another airline seeking to set up business in Bermuda, CoralJet, had not completed their AOC application at last check. In other news, OBA candidate Vic Ball is taking aim at the Progressive Labour Party's seeming inability to secure direct investment to grow the economy and its track record of, quote, broken promises. However, the PLP dismissing these claims. A debate on the radio program Motion to Adjourn between Vic Ball and MP Chris Famous touched on the concerns around the current economic climate as Bermuda tries to rebound financially and reduce its national debt. Jasmine Patterson has more in this report.
Triggering the debate was a recent gloves-off opinion column in which Mr. Ball suggested the PLP was failing at pretty much everything. He said the prevailing public mood is one of misery and hopelessness, and that the government's efforts to grow tourism, lower the cost of living, and create affordable living for seniors had come up short.
I think Bermudians have given the Progressive Labour Party chance after chance after chance. They've been governing this country for 20 of the last 25 years. And the economy is not getting better. The education is not getting better. Socially, we are not improving. So if there's one thing that needs to change, I would say there needs to be a change of government. On top of that, we need people that are going to build relationships with those that have money, whether they be foreign investors or local people that have money, that to have some optimism and create some buzz into this country where we can rebuild our tourism product.
Mr. Ball further stated, quote, "Imagine the PLP created an act to attract investment with guarantees for investors and almost a year later still has nothing to show for it," end quote.
I think that in the past, I think that we can all recall that the PLP haven't been very cordial to international business. They haven't been very cordial to wealth people with money. And I think that is where, like, if they are going to improve the country, they're going to need to rebuild those relationships. And if they can't rebuild them or they choose not to rebuild them, then we're going to continue to stagnate as a country and decline.
Mr. Ball's claim rebuffed today by backbench government MP Joshay Adams. He dismissed the criticism and cited new developments currently in motion that will add value to the economy.
Mr. Ball's approach to remain in the news is quite admirable. However, spreading misleading comments is, in my opinion, beneath him. The truth is, Jasmine, that the government has a strong record of building relationships with foreign investors. As you will note, as evidenced by the fact that we are currently in process of discussing the final details of the Fairmont Southampton project. And that is what we have referred to as $300 million of foreign investment into this country. You will also note that the government's economic investment certificate is doing wonders for this country and has also contributed and injected about $350 some odd million into our economy. And then just notably, I recall the issuance of our new first fully licensed bank, Jewel Bank, who will begin to their operations in the upcoming months. And so each of these major accomplishments are just examples of investors, foreign investors, wealthy persons, if you will, looking at government policies, looking at the trajectory of the economy, and choosing Bermuda to invest their money.
Last year, the government provided $15 million in emergency economic relief packages for parents enrolled in public schools and removed all customs duty on essential food items. Mr. Adams cited a reduction in payroll tax as another move that eases the financial challenges many are facing. More measures to reduce the cost of living are likely to be announced in the budget, which will be unveiled on February the 17th. Jasmine Patterson reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News.
Well, coming up, the latest weather news and much more. Stay with us.
You can count on us.
Fresh boneless pork sirloin chops, $3.99 per pound. Extra large green or red seedless grapes, $4.99 per pound. Hot deal Super Bowl DiGiorno stuffed crust cheese or pepperoni pizza, $14.99 for a 22.2 ounce box. 64 ounce carton, select varieties of almond braised almond milk, $6.49. Old time 21 grain seed sliced bread, 24 ounce loaf, $8.49. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm.
You can count on us.
We're now slashing scooter rental prices to just $9 per day. That's right, you heard me correct, $9 per day to rent a scooter from Scooter Mart and Elbow Beach Cycles. Thanks to our new partnership, we're offering the lowest rental prices Bermuda has seen in decades. We already had the lowest rental prices before, and now they're the lowest ever. We've recently received brand new containers full of hundreds of brand new rentals, including basic scooters, slash $9 per day. Large scooters, slash $10.80 per day. Super premium electric Muse scooters, slash, again, $10.80 per day. Even the Italian-made Vespa Primavera, slash $25.50 per day. Why pay over $200 or $300 per week for an old, broken down, squeaky Jitla when you get a brand new rental scooter from Elbow Beach Cycles for just $9 per day? Visit scootermart.bm or elbowbeachcycles.bm to reserve and book now. And remember, use the limited time offer promo code SLASH. The best rental prices are always guaranteed at Scooter Mart and Elbow Beach Cycles. Come check us out.
Hey there, I'm Chris, Project Manager of Greenlight Energy, otherwise known as the Greenlight Guy. Welcome to our new video series, Up Top. Today's topic, you ask? Solar panels, of course. So how does a solar panel work? I'll show you. Well, you might already know that solar panels convert solar radiation into energy that your home can use to power your everyday appliances. But how do they do that? In a solar cell, silica is sandwiched between two conductive layers. Those layers create a positive and a negative charge, kind of like what you would see on a TV remote battery. A AAA battery, like the one I've got in my hand, produces about 1 watt of power. Our solar panels produce about 400 watts in an instant. For this system, we've installed 28 panels for a total production of 11,200 watts. On most days, this system will produce so much energy that Belco will actually buy it back and apply it to your account as a credit. Apart from the obvious wattage per panel, I got 2 words for you: degradation rate. Everything degrades over time, but with the Greenlight Energy system, your panels will hold up to 90% efficiency even after the 25-year warranty. By then, the system would have paid for itself 3 times, and all you have to worry about is cashing them checks.
An outstanding sportsman whose life story was powerful and inspirational, a tribute to Brian Morris, shared this evening by Owen Darrell, Minister of Sport. Mr. Morris had been struck by stage 4 head and neck cancer and, after a long and courageous struggle, died at the weekend, age 55. As a head professional golfer at the Ocean View Golf Club, he was widely respected, appreciated, and admired, Mr. Darrell said, adding, quote, "Personally, I got to know Brian as I was on the board of trustees for 5 years. My children attended golfing at Ocean View, and I was a golfer. He was incredibly engaging," end quote. Minister Darrell said his hope is that Mr. Morris's legacy and contributions will be remembered by everyone. Well, rising sea levels and climate change is a topic mentioned in the government's recent pre-budget report. A startup company in the Bahamas is hoping to combat climate change by building the island's first carbon-negative homes in a partnership with the government of the Bahamas and the Caribbean Climate Summit Accelerator. Experts are hoping this could lead to Bermuda and other islands adopting green building practices that lower emissions and spark a green building industry.
What's the significance of this deal, considering the real threats that from climate change that island nations are facing?
There are three main reasons that we find this especially significant. Typically, when you hear about climate solutions that have the potential to have global impact like this one, so this is the construction industry contributes 8% of CO2 emissions globally. This is turning construction on its head, and this concrete actually absorbs carbon. So it's not only just carbon neutral, it's carbon negative. Having that solution start in the region gives us a head start in helping everybody else to transition, but it also helps us to create intellectual property and new solutions and export expertise that we really want to do.
What's been the response from those in the Bahamas involved in the construction industry and from the general public?
There's been a great deal of excitement, about the potential that this provides. But it also, and what I hope that it does, is other Bahamian and other Caribbean entrepreneurs with great ideas or with great solutions come out of the woodworks and reach out to us so that we're aware of the solutions that are available.
Now, many green solutions are seen as being very expensive. The payoff of investing in them for businesses is not seen to be profitable or something that they know how to start doing. How have you helped to address some of those concerns with the launch of this carbon negative concrete?
Well, this one is a bit of an anomaly in that it is price comparative with construction now. So it doesn't need to sort of achieve scale to get that price comparability. But in general, most of the solutions that we see just need to achieve scale in order to be price competitive. And then if you think about sort of the overall benefit, we're talking about whether you're paying the price now or you're paying the price later.
How will this product be certified in the region so that those using it know that it's truly sustainable?
So it's already gone through quite a few levels of certification globally. And that's what we want to see some of the certification of this technology for everywhere housed within the region so that we are controlling, because a lot of this greenwashing that takes place impacts us first.
Do you think in building practices, it should be mandatory to use this new product in order to combat climate change?
I think ultimately, yes, you will see more standards to mandate more climate resilient construction.
Do you think the launch of this new carbon negative concrete and the affordable housing development that's being built in the Bahamas will lead to more Bermudians working with Bahamians to develop environmentally friendly housing?
I hope so. But what we hope even more than that is that Bermudians share their center of excellence on water security with the rest of us. I mean, I think that there are so many things that we can learn from each other and cross-pollinate each other.
The Caribbean Climate Smart Accelerator believes the plans to build 1,000 affordable homes will provide jobs for young people in the region. The first home has been built and 30 more carbon-negative units are expected to be completed in the Bahamas this year. Well, Danielle Riviere has been appointed the new CEO of the Bermuda Chamber of Commerce effective tomorrow. Chairman Nathan Kowalski said the board had conducted an extensive search and was delighted to have found the right candidate. Ms. Riviere is a consultant and a past executive director of the Center on Philanthropy. She was also executive director of the Institute of Directors. The Chamber's board thanked outgoing CEO Kendari Burgess for her commitment and contribution. Ms. Riviere said she was honored by her new role and is looking forward to building on the good work already done by the Chamber. And turning to weather news now, a mix of sun and cloud for our Wednesday. Let's go to AccuWeather headquarters now for the very latest.
AccuWeather is presented by BF&M Insurance Group. We now go to AccuWeather headquarters.
The BF&M Insurance Group is proud to bring you tonight's weather forecast. A little bit of breeze throughout the overnight. Our winds have now turned more so from the west. We'll be talking about the next front making its way into the picture later on Wednesday night. After that, a bit of a wind shift. Winds will turn more out of the southwest as we go to Thursday. and we'll start to see some showers making a return. All right, here's where we stand right now. Again, some clouds, showers off toward the east, and again, some clouds off toward the west. And not a whole lot of activity going on right now. With that said, we could see some clouds for tonight. Can't rule out a sprinkle or two, as this first batch of drier air is going to make its way off to the southeast. You start to see some of the more moisture-laden air beginning to approach from the west. Let's talk currents, and right around 69 to 70 degrees are temperatures from north to south. Humidity 75%. And the winds are out of the west, a little bit higher than they were at this point yesterday. We have more of a southerly component at that point. Water temperature 67.1, unchanged. Waves inside the reef 1 to 2 feet. Tiny bit lower than this point yesterday. Outside of the reef, as you would expect, a bit higher, 4 to 7 feet. Tide information, low tide comes up this evening at 10:42. High tide next Wednesday morning, 5:33. Followed by low tide Wednesday afternoon at 12:24. High tide comes up next at 5:46 p.m. All right, let's talk about conditions for tonight. There will be some clouds around. We're going to see some breezy conditions. I can't rule out a sprinkle or two. Overnight low temperature dropping down to 64, but I think for the most part, we're going to be pretty quiet here as we go right into Wednesday. Sunshine through some high clouds. High temperature topping off at 71. Let's open it up here area-wide. We're going to be talking about some sunshine around Boston. Cool day, high temperature 31. Whoa, look at the warmth in Miami there. Again, back up into the 80s. We'll also be talking about some showers around Jamaica. Nice sunny day, though, in Barbados. Trinidad could see some showers additionally. High temperatures climbing up into the 80s. Let's go through time. I mentioned, again, that next area, that next front slides its way through Wednesday night to Thursday. Could see a shower with that, but then we work our way toward late in the week. And we're also going to be talking about that potential for, again, some more showers as we work our way into Friday and heading into the start of the weekend. So here's your next several days. The extended forecast, 71 on Wednesday, looking at some sunshine through some high clouds. Wednesday night into Thursday, we can see some showers around, perhaps a few as we venture our way into Friday, and some cloudiness, potentially some more wet weather as we venture our way into Saturday. But notice the cool down coming here, too. We go into the weekend, we're talking high temperatures only in the mid-60s. And look at those overnight lows, too. They'll be dropping down, perhaps down into the mid and the upper 50s.
AccuWeather was presented by BF&M Insurance Group.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level. Wake up in the morning with enough coffee to keep you running throughout the entire day. Your pet at home deserves the best. Stock up on dog food to keep your puppy happy. Need a quick, tasty lunch at home? Your chicken nuggets will be jumping right out of the freezer. What's a movie night without popcorn? You can never have too much. Lindo's Next Level. Why go anyplace else?
In 2021, HSBC contributed more than $900,000 to local charities and community engagement activities, including support for important research on climate change.
HSBC has a long history of supporting BIOS activities. We're really pleased to be a part of this latest effort, which is with Mark Gashard, an assessment of the current state of climate. Mark has compiled information on sea level rise, on hurricane intensity.
Thank you to all of the charities, corporate partners, and HSBC volunteers for your commitment to our community.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Well, as the island's foodies will already be well aware, the annual Restaurant Week's promotion is in full swing. The island-wide event showcases culinary offerings with specially priced menus and unique eating experiences. Kendall Trott has an update.
This is the 12th year of Restaurants Week, and it has proven to be so popular that it has been stretched to 6 weeks. It started mid-January, and the Bermuda Tourism Authority says it will continue through the end of February. Some 48 restaurants are taking part.
4 of them for the first time. Leonard Williams, Assistant Manager of Experiences at the BTA, tells us more.
This year we also have 4 new restaurants participating. Those would be the Sunken Harbor Club at Cambridge Beaches, the Cloud where we are now, then the St. Regis Bar at the St. Regis Hotel, and the Tribe Restaurant.
Is the goal still to bring people here to the island, or is it more local?
The goal is still to bring people to the island. The secondary goal to that would be to make sure the restaurants are full, which would be also affording the opportunity to Bermudians and residents to dine in these restaurants. They don't usually get to dine in for a set price or a lower fee at that.
Bacardi Limited tells us it was important to get involved because so many people rely on the hospitality industry to support their families. Danielle Painter, Director of Corporate Affairs at Bacardi, explains.
We've been really looking for opportunities to support our hospitality industry, and Restaurant Weeks is this incredible opportunity for Bermudians and locals to get out and dine and enjoy places they've never been before. So Bacardi saw it as a great opportunity to incentivize diners even further by offering a Win the Ultimate Dinner Party giveaway, where diners who go to participating restaurants in our giveaway and order one of the 2 signature drinks we've created just for the event can enter to win a dinner party for them and 9 other friends at a private room hosted by our Bacardi brand ambassador, Vernon Pemberton.
Kristen Rigo, Restaurant Operations and Development for the Cloud at the waterfront, told us about the progress they have seen since participating in Restaurants Week for the first time this year.
Last night we were fully booked for our capacity for a dinner, which was great. We got lots of great feedback on the food. Tonight we're also pretty booked as well, so it's been nice to have that. Being new, you kind of go up and down and up and down. You're not really sure which days maybe are your best days. Obviously, you can take a guess, but Restaurant Week, I think with being a part of something that's so heavily advertised so well, it gives people an opportunity to be like, okay, I think I'll try the Cloud.
And staying with the hospitality theme, Spa Month starts tomorrow with participating hotels and businesses offering preferential pricing for residents. The Bermuda Tourism Authority said the spa promotion aligns with the latest trends in slow travel and wellness travel. Participating spas will be offering 50% off massages, facials, and hairstyling to the end of the month. Islanders can also enjoy preferential pricing this month as part of Restaurant Weeks. For more information, visit gotobermuda.com. More news after the break. We'll be right back.
You can count on us.
For your Super Bowl guacamole, Mexican Hass avocados, only 99 cents each. Certified Angus beef, fresh top sirloin steaks, $9.99 per pound. 12-ounce package San Giorgio light and fluffy egg noodles, $4.29 for select varieties. Dole pineapple juice, $5.49 for a 46-ounce tin. Bowl and basket potato chips, $3.99 for select varieties of 8-ounce bags. All stores open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
You can count on us.
Have your scan at HMC Burnaby Urgent Care and Medical Imaging, which has Bermuda's most up-to-date imaging equipment, providing optimal imaging quality using lower radiation compared to older scanners. The European Society of Radiology states that the replacement of radiological equipment older than 10 years is essential. The Canadian Radiology Association's life cycle guidelines for CT and MRI scanners are 8 and 6 years respectively. Do insist that your doctor sends you for your next scan, whether MRI, CT, X-ray, mammography, bone density, or ultrasound, to HMC. Due to the Supreme Court's ruling, all scans are covered by your insurance, including HIP and Future Care. While the Health Council continues to appeal that court decision, it remains in place. HMC Burnaby, up-to-date, better, and safer technologies. HMC.BN. It's your right to choose.
Women are invited to hear how the Royal Bermuda Regiment offers opportunities for growth and empowerment at an open forum. Soldiers and officers plan to dispel misconceptions and answer any questions about military life. The Women in Service talk will be held at the Chairman's Suite at Chubb, Bermuda tomorrow from 5:30 p.m. Organizer Lance Corporal Jaquana Bean hopes the discussion will encourage other women to sign up. For more information, email Lance Corporal Bean at zebean@gov.bm. To learn more about the Royal Bermuda Regiment, visit bermudaregiment.bm. Well, that's our newscast. I'm Diane Brewer. Thanks for joining us. Good night.